Look at that. Whoa!
With large striped bass and bluefin tuna available throughout the summer, New England fishermen can afford to overlook the excellent bottom fishing that exists right in their backyard. But I cut my saltwater fishing teeth in New Jersey, where the summer flounder reigns supreme. Still, it took me 5 years of living on Cape Cod to learn that the best fluke fishing in the Northeast isn't back home or even off Montauk. It was 30 miles south of Cape Cod in the vast, shifting sands of Nantucket Shoals.
The shoals actually make up just a little over 100 square miles. And so where we are, I don't think either Jimmy Fee or myself have any idea. I can just tell you we're on some rips and with Captain Jimmy the Greek.
The key is not just the rod, it's the type of line. I've been using this year the new X9 from Berkeley. In my opinion, there is nothing out there that it can compete with that.
So Jimmy, you're using that 15-pound test because that smaller diameter lets you use less weight to get down to the bottom.
This is what makes this line so unique. It's smooth like silk, number one, and it's the thinnest pound per pound. It's the thinnest line out there. The thinner you can go, the better.
Well, there's no resistance whatsoever going down to the bottom. You're straight to the bottom and
you're drifting along and you're carrying your rig along with you.
Yeah, right. On Time Fishing Charters, because Jimmy's other job is he's been a watch repair guy, a watch dealer.
I've been doing that since I was 14 years old.
14? Is that what your dad did?
Wow.
My father was watch repairman all his life. I learned the trade from him, and I carry the legacy over my life.
Smart.
So, now we got to get the key baits, guys, right here. Gulp.
Gulp.
These fish love these gulp.
When you're fishing spearing, they're a real soft bait, so you're going to think of regular live baits where you kind of want to go through the lips. But because these are dead, to get them on the hook a little bit longer, right through the top of the skull between the eyes, that's going to keep that bait on there longer.
Just got a tap right there.
You got a top, there you go. Let him eat
go.
it.
Let him go.
Close your bail and feel it still if it's still there. There you go. Still there? No, no, no. Wait, make sure you feel good resistance.
There he is. He's tapping it.
Lift up.
I'm going to give him a little bit of line. He's there.
That's good. You got him.
Got
That's
him.
it. Just lift and you got him. It's very simple.
That's
you
it.
don't need to hit him that hard. Number one. Number two, when you hit him that hard,
That
Chris,
rip, we're going to open
the
that. We're going
hook
to take
opens
that.
a big hole in their mouth.
Yeah.
As soon as they shake there a little bit, the hook goes on.
It's funny, you didn't feel like a whole lot coming up. As soon as you get them off the bottom, though, they start fighting.
Oh, there we go. I'm on two.
That's why we're turning now. You're on too?
I am also on, yeah.
Jimmy's on double. I'm not even fishing.
And Jimmy's not even fishing. Jimmy the Creek's not fishing. He doesn't need to.
I will. Don't worry. I'm going to show you how it's done.
So Jimmy said too, you just, when you fight him, you just kind of keep the rod down and just reel steadily. You don't want to lift and drop.
Unfortunately, the first fish is dog.
I think that might be what I'm looking at too here. I'm not feeling that.
Yep. I'm going to walk him right into
The
you.
typical fluke head shakes. This one's more of a steady, slow pull, so I think I might
And look
be,
what he ate, the jig, see?
dogfished up too.
All right, go ahead, get out of here.
Ooh, oh. I don't know. That's starting to feel more fluky there. That's feeling more fluky.
You get head shakes?
I just did the whole way up. It was kind of dead weight, but
We'll see what it is. Oh yeah, that's definitely the right one.
that's what it's, oh yeah.
Head shakes. Yes, it does. A nice one.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Swing him around, bring him in the net. Oh boy, look what's here.
Oh, is
Look
it?
at this. Lift, come on.
Oh.
Got him. Oh. Nice way to start.
Oh,
Jimmy, look at the size
that's
of that fish.
fantastic. So it was just dead heavy weight the whole way up, and then once he got
That's
close.
easy at 10, guys.
Wow.
And look, he took the whole thing in his mouth. The big fish fight different than the little fish.
They definitely do. I didn't feel those head shakes right away, but it was heavy.
Gotta zero this baby. Guess what, buddy?
10-5?
Let's settle. 10-9. Here he is.
All right.
10-9.
That's fantastic. Hey, first drop and my biggest ever fluke, so.
You bit your personal best already?
Already? Hey, I thought there would be a little more build up to it. I'll take it, man. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to get him back
Good
in the
way to
water.
start. No, don't touch him on the gills, please. When we release him, leave him like that.
Okay.
We're gonna let him go like that.
Captain Jimmy encourages his clients to release fish that are larger than 10 pounds so that the fish can continue to grow and spawn and maintain the quality of the Nantucket Shoals fishery.
Right away.
I'm proud of you.
Nice.
You're next.
Me, hopefully.
Awesome.
I think he might have come over to me first, left. I got the dogfish.
You know what? You see you unshaved today. He says, I am no part of him. Yes, he
sir.
does.
That's a
Nice
good-
one.
oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Let's sit on 10-9. Here he
All
is.
right. First drop and my biggest ever fluke, so.
Look at him go backwards. There he goes. Beautiful.
It felt heavy. I mean, I thought maybe it was a dogfish because of the dead weight, Chris. He just kind of sucked down to the bottom, but it felt too heavy for a dog. And then as soon as he got maybe 3/4, half the way up, you started feeling those big head shakes. And that's when I thought maybe, just maybe, that was going to be the right one.
2 years we had 2 fish over 15. This year, so far, 14-9 has been the biggest. No, 14-11, I'm sorry.
The topography of the shoals and their distance from shore keeps the draggers away, making recreational fishermen the primary pressure on these fish. This allows the fluke to grow big before being caught as they feast on dense schools of sand eels, squid, and mackerel.
Sometimes you intercept them in little pockets and you can get 3 or 4 or 5 fish all in one spot. Sometimes you got to cover the bottom to find them. They're constantly moving, by the way.
Are you tight?
I am,
Oh,
yeah.
there he goes. I got a bite.
He was playing with it for a bit. Finally, just like you said, Jimmy, just dropped it back and
Yeah,
eventually he took
they
it.
will come back, definitely.
But he was messing with that for a couple minutes before he finally got to the hook.
They don't eat these baits right away. They're not that aggressive. Let me know if you need a net.
No, it's the wrong kind.
The wrong kind. Dog, okay.
It's a real sensitive soft bite, so when they start tapping away at it, you want to let them go ahead and eat it. And with these bait caches like that, you can just keep that open with your thumb and let them just take off, and it's easy to set up on them. Now, Jimmy, I imagine there's a lot of places out here that if you want to go fluke fishing, you can get numbers of fish in that, 4 and 5 pound class.
Chris,
But what you're doing is targeting big fish.
Chris, this area, everywhere you go, there's fish. It all depends what are you looking for, to catch a meal or you want a trophy. That's all the difference. Try different techniques, try different depths, different tie rips, and different currents, different directions. Sometimes one direction, they don't bite as good until the tide going the other way.
There we go.
Jimmy's on. Nice
Oh,
one, Jimmy.
nice one.
That's a nice one. Oh, yes. I think I'm with him, but that's okay. Keep working.
I love when you see when the line goes the other way a little bit too. Just have to let him go.
There he is.
Is it? Awesome.
See if he can open his mouth.
There we go. Perfect. Hey, that's great.
My design. Piece of wood with a V-notch.
So the main bait out here is squid and sand eels, pretty much?
Sand eels, squid. Oh, there goes. I got a bite.
Just tell you, I'm starting to get a tap, but I think it was the same thing.
I got a bite. He's on. Oh, missed him. See? I made the mistake. He might come back.
There we go.
Took the spearing. They know how to time their bites perfectly and do that. There you go. That's the one that was bothering me.
There you go, Jimbo.
Show him who's the boss, buddy.
This feels a little more fluky than the last dogfish I had.
That's definitely the right one. I can tell by the shake, by the head shakes.
There's a little one right here. This one's got a little patch of brown on his white side.
That was cute, though.
Future
Nice.
doormat.
Oh, cute. That was cute.
It's good, yeah.
Throw that between a couple crackers.
Nice hors d'oeuvre. Yeah, so I think what makes fluke fishing so popular is it's not just, you don't just drop it down there and
No.
kind of sit with your hand in your pockets waiting for a bite. You really have to, stay right in tune with the bottom. You're constantly holding the rod and monitoring for those light bites. It's very involved. It's not just Bottom fishing gets kind of a bad name for being a boring way to fish, but there's nothing boring about this. You know, as Jimmy said, just keep the reel. You know, we keep it disengaged, keep it in free spool, and that just constantly monitoring it to keep it on the bottom. And the goal is to have that line straight up and down, because that's going to give you the best presentation. The further you scope out, the less your jigs are going to move when you're bouncing the rod tip.
Captain Jimmy Koutalakis of On Time Sportfishing Charters has been targeting Nantucket Shoals fluke for the past 8 seasons. Jimmy fully books his fluke season months in advance, but it's not Cape Cod or even Massachusetts fishermen who make up his clients. It's fluke fanatics from New York, New Jersey, and Delaware who make the long drive to Cape Cod, not for stripers or bluefin, but for the lowly fluke.
That's definitely the right one. This is where you got the 10, buddy. This is it.
Yeah, when you see those frantic
You see
head
the
shakes
tip
like
of the
that.
rod shaking? Just see what I do? I just steady retrieve, slow and steady. A lot of people pump these fish up and down. Oh, when I see that, my heart bleeds. It's not a 10. And look what he ate.
What did he eat? Beautiful fish.
Look what he ate. The jig. That's a
jig.
perfect size
Oh, yeah.
for eating.
Beautiful color, great eating.
Nice teamwork.
Nice.
All right, man.
You see this? Green. That goes to tell you they eat any color.
Any color.
It's the scent. All right, this one is gonna go in the box for dinner.
So Jimmy, so you said that's a good eating fish because it's not, you know, not a real
As far as
trophy.
I'm concerned, that's the best size to eat, guys.
Now the funny thing about that, Chris, is you go on a party boat down in Jersey, that's probably the pool winner.
That is, isn't that crazy?
Don't follow news, make news.
Oh yeah, that's the right one.
Hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut, huh?
Something Jimmy can relate to is even a broken watch is right twice a day. So
I'd had an orange and a pink.
is that a fluke or a dog, Chris?
No, I think this is the right kind. Yeah, there
All
he
right,
is.
I'll be right over.
Oh, I can get him, Jimmy, if you're working
No,
on one
wrong
there.
kind, wrong kind.
Oh,
Jimmy, can you still grab?
You want me to get him?
Yeah, because I keep looking with the bad eye. I'm just teasing. I just don't want you fishing when I'm fishing. If you hook a dogfish and your buddy's fishing across the way, if there's any way that you can tie him up with your fish, with your dogfish.
some real Jedi mind tricks, and I'm over here.
Jimmy, show the folks at home. Beautiful fish. Jimmy,
Yeah, that was a big one.
Got him. That's the right kind.
they know that you're a resident angler.
Oh, there we go.
Jimmy, tight.
I am.
I think it's the wrong kind, though.
Jimmy, is your fish right there?
It's got to be relatively close.
Okay, I'm underneath
Up,
you.
up. Don't put your tip down.
Okay, so among many reasons to dislike dogfish, their tendency to spin on the way up and catch other lines is definitely one of them.
In fact, you're out. You're all set.
I'm all set, I felt it.
Now that's a pro. I don't know how you got Chris out of there that cleanly.
Well, actually, the way I manipulated the rod on my side.
Well, oh, I didn't see that. You'll have to teach me that one. This one, this feels like a dogfish. They just make a mess of your rig, and they are a real pain in the rear. But one of these days, I'm gonna eat one.
The spiny dogfish, the bane of the fluke fisherman.
I got a stinking dog.
These aggressive sharks will attack any jig or bait you could drop, shredding leaders with their sandpaper skin and jagged teeth. As if that's not bad enough, they spiral during the fight, tangling the other anglers on board as they come to the surface. We catch plenty of dogfish with Jimmy, but they aren't quite bad enough to chase us away. We make the most of their presence and harvest 2 to eat. Dogfish are supposedly the primary ingredient in traditional English fish and chips, and we intend to find out if they actually taste good. To see Andy's full recipe for beer-battered dogfish, visit the On the Water YouTube channel. We served the dogfish side by side with Fluke and had the On the Water staff taste each to decide which they liked better. I actually preferred the dogfish myself, and look forward to taking more of these home to eat in the future.
Whatever it is good. I don't know what I actually bit into though.
Taste-wise, I don't think it could really, it would be tough to tell the difference between this and cod.
It's certainly flaky. You can see the little flakes in there.
Overall, it was about 50-50 for who preferred the Dogfish and who preferred the Fluke.
Is it true that they pee out of their skin?
I'm not a biologist.
So the Dogfish has a little more juice to it. I think the Fluke tastes better in the batter.
You may have seen this. I've heard that even if you hook one, get a couple cranks and lose them, you can drop, if you drop back fast enough, sometimes they'll
they
come
will
back.
come back. Not all the time, but
That's
a lot of
that
times.
aggressive.
Yeah, a lot of times when they're aggressive, they'll come back. When they're a little fussy and picky, they'll ignore it.
I like that pink shine.
Jimmy, so you'll put multiple spearing on? You'll put 2 or 3?
2 or 3, yeah, it's okay. There you go. Jimmy's on.
Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, that's
Jimmy
But I
coconuts.
like to see bending rods. That's the right one too. A small adjustment on the drift, only about 100 yards, maybe 150 at the most.
Made all the difference.
Make all the difference. I'm ready for you.
just slow and steady.
I'm to Papa, buddy. I'm proud of you. Look at that. What a student I have.
What? He's very good student.
What a student I create.
Slow and steady.
That's how you do it. That looks like the eating size too. Perfect.
There he is out there.
Yes, it is. Nice, perfect. And in the net we go.
Beautiful.
That's what you want to eat. That's the size.
Oh,
So when you say that size, Jimmy, what are these, like 6 pounds?
Anywhere from 4 to 6, 7 pounds.
One of the things that I notice about these fish is how thick they are.
Oh yeah, they eat well here.
just a beautiful fish. I mean, these, and they will change their color a little bit to go into the bottom, to blend in with the bottom. So you see the ones out here, it's kind of a sandy bottom, so they're real pale in color. Sometimes you get them in the back bays or something, they're almost black, you know, they're real dark, but these are real sand colored and they blend right in with the bottom. Squid don't even see them coming.
So it looks like 2 people have dinner tonight.
Fluke fishing has a rhythm, and some days you're just out of tune. I've had trips where it's taken me 3/4 of the day to dial in the presentation. But once I did, I caught my limit in short order. Chris is having one of those days.
I got a dog. I got a stinking dog.
But after lunch, he starts hitting the right notes.
Keep trying till you succeed. Persistence pays off, remember.
That's good. That's the one. That's a fluke.
I don't know, is it?
You're on, Chris.
Yeah.
Is that the right one?
I don't know. It's that peck.
It's the right one. Yeah, oh yeah, it is.
I'm not moving this guy.
Maybe you'll get your personal best there, Chris.
If I can get this up without him dropping off, might be. But he was shaking his head the right way. Nice fish. That may be my personal best.
Look at when they really want
Yeah.
to eat.
Yep.
Look at the jig in his mouth. Look at that.
Is that crazy?
Look at that.
Wow, just
He got it.
engulfed
The
everything.
whole thing, all the way down. I can't say where. I was close. 7.7.
Wow.
Beautiful fish.
We may have gone through some dogs.
I think so.
Oh, I got the right one. I got the right one.
Big one? Do you need
Yeah,
a
pretty
net?
decent. I'm gonna walk them around.
So they say when you're waiting for the net, you really want to keep them a foot or 2 below the surface because it's not till they get close to the top that they start to freak out. You see how
Just
nice
gonna
and calm
spin
that
him.
fish is?
Very calm.
So if you lift him right now, I'll get him.
He's gonna come right into you, Jimbo.
Whoop, whoop.
That's a decent fish.
That's better than decent.
Beautiful fish.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Nice.
Let me just loosen that. You're good.
It's an 8.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna try just a plain hook with the pink mullet.
And Jimmy, you find when the bite's a little bit tougher that a simple rig will work better, or?
I always try different things. Always try to try something different, because what worked yesterday might not work today. You got a dog?
Yep.
Not me. This is the right kind. Definitely the right kind. No dog here. See what I tell you earlier? It's just a matter locate where they move to. Oh, it's the right kind. Nice one. Okay, that's the kind we want to eat right there.
Jimmy, you tight?
I am, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a fluke.
Until he comes up. That's the right kind. Nice one. All right.
Big one.
Beautiful. Finally getting somewhere. Beautiful size fish. Let's show off our prices, Jimbo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that.
You're not catching a doubleheader like that anywhere else on the coast. That's fantastic.
That's a perfect size fish.
We end the day with a limit of fluke, 2 new personal bests, and a cooler full of great eating fillets to take back to On the Water headquarters.
Hey. Nice.
Jimmy, take this.
We take the fluke down the road to our friends at the Black Dog Heights Cafe, who turn it into delicious fish tacos using the ingredients fresh from their garden. The entire experience reminds me of why I love fluke fishing. From dialing in the bite to sharing the meal afterwards, it's an essential part of every summer fishing season.